Peace to the family. Let's talk about ego and humility. So what does it say? It says ego is a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. So you want me to lower my self-esteem or self-importance? You want me to lower my ego? Just think about that real quick. Rolls-Royce Diaries. Let's talk about the most commonly misused words and how the misappropriation of their meanings alters or compromises the integrity of our reality. Let's talk about that. Let's go. Let's do it again. Let's take a good look at this word ego. Okay, people say you got to lower your ego, right? So it says ego is a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. So for me to be great, especially coming from a race of people that's been oppressed, okay, how can I be great if I lower my self-esteem? If a person has low self-esteem, right? Because they be like, oh, you got multiple wives. I'm sure those women got low self-esteem, right? So everybody says it's not good to have low self-esteem. But ego is defined as a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. So how can you be great if you got a low sense of self-esteem or self-importance? If you don't feel that you're important, how can you be great? Let's go to humble. Because people say you got to humble yourself, Polight. Be humble. Don't be showing your money. Don't show your cars and everything. And the thing is, people act like me sharing my personal life is an attack against them and an indictment against me. But everyone else can show their personal life so long as their personal life doesn't accumulate to a certain value. But let's look at this. Let's do this. What does this say? It says humble. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Wow. So when you say I have to be humble, you're telling me I have to have a low estimate of my own importance. So as far as me being a father, right? How can I be a great father if I have a low estimate of my own importance? I know how important I am to my family. So this is not the time for me to be humble. And as far as ego is concerned, ego is a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. For me to be great, for me to be a great businessman, entrepreneur, for me to be a great father, for me to be a great husband, I can't have low self-esteem or low sense of self-importance. So what's this crap with people telling us to lower our ego and humble ourselves? What's this rumor? And this is why I always say words are our GPS to reality. I'll say it again. Words are our GPS to reality, and you'll be surprised how much words we misuse. You'll be surprised the rumors that go around, and as far as the fact that we think we're using words the right way, but it's actually restricting us from maximizing or optimizing, okay, or reaching greater heights of our potential. There's a seldom seen majestic spirit that exists in all of us, but unfortunately is innate because we are incarcerated by the words and terms that we misuse. So while you say, well, you know, I gotta humble myself and lower my ego, you're talking about having a lower sense of self-importance. Okay? So the heck with humility. It's not warranted when you gotta come up, when you got real things to do. We don't have time to be humble. When you're in poverty, when you're grinding, when your back's to the wall and your children are relying on you, you better have a big ego. You better have a sense of self-importance and know that people are relying on you. You better realize how important you are. You better have high self-esteem, because that's what ego is. Self-esteem, or a sense of your importance. That's what ego is. You better realize how important you are to this world, to your community, to your family, and to yourself. You better have ego. Oh, ego is destructive, they say. Oh, you being aware of how important you are is destructive? So who came up with these ideas, and why are they promulgated into our community so much? Why every time somebody is showing strength in our community is made out to be an ego problem, and that person needs to humble themselves? But perhaps the reason why that person is so established is because they realize their own self-importance, and they had the esteem to transcend the mundane clauses of poverty and oppression. But while we always strive to go out our way to tell someone that's happy, humble themselves, tell someone that's proud, that's too much ego, but then turn around and tell someone, well, you know, they got low self-esteem, so, you know, something's wrong with that. You know, we got to pick up our people's self-esteem, but ego is self-esteem. Just read it for you and just showed it to you. Ego is self-esteem. So this shit is a setup. The game is rigged. They teach us words that don't even mean what they mean, what we think they mean. Like minority. According to the Black Laws Dictionary, minority has nothing to do with the percentage. So you think, oh, we're minorities, we're the smallest amount that make up the total. No. In the Black Laws Dictionary, minority is what? Adults thinking in an adolescent state of mind. So it's incumbent that we act in our majority, not in our minority. Again, it's an adult thinking in an adolescent state of mind, which means you need help to be married. You need help to give birth. You need help to die. Hence the reason they all have certificates, which represent securities, because a security is a paper certificate that attests to ownership and equity, as in the case of a stock, or ownership of a bond, as in the case of a debt obligation, which has tradable derivatives. Equity. This is why if a person gets married and you owe too many taxes, you ain't gonna get a divorce because you owe too many taxes. And you say, what part of the game is that? What if the motherfuckers beating you down and damn near about to kill you and cheating on you and mentally and verbally abusing you? Well, pay your taxes first and then you can get a divorce. Because if you accumulate too much taxes, they're not gonna allow you to have a divorce. Now, what part of your wedlock did that have to do with anything? But everybody says, man, you gotta marry, you know what I'm saying? Put a ring on the finger. That's what they say. But that's what minorities do, because you can't do adult things. Therefore, you render the homo comitatus, another term that we should learn in law. You can't do adult things without a third party or arbitrary entity making it happen for you. Hence the reason you have death certificates, birth certificates, marriage certificates, which is an attestation to equity, meaning someone making money off of it. There's a debt obligation. The reason why there's a debt obligation is because you're behaving as a transmitting utility. But enough with the secure party creditor talk. That might be over a lot of people's heads, and I'm not looking to really get into that conversation. I really want to just have a conversation about words and terms that we fail to realize what they mean and actually represent. And I just want you guys to know I couldn't even stream for the past month or so because every time I post something educational, it's considered dangerous or against community guidelines, and so I have to reduce myself to only posting a portion of my life that I'm very proud of, which is the nice cars and the money and the women, because I'm out of line when I start doing other things with knowledge. That's why I'm going to make this stream short in hopes that I don't ruffle any feathers and be on another suspension, jeopardize the page. You guys need to understand this, because sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, I remember when he used to do the knowledge. Then come to class, go to brotherpolight.com, pay for the courses, because when it comes to social media, in order for me to be able to reach y'all in the capacity that I have been able to reach y'all, I have to pace myself and teach in moderation, because almost everything I say is red flagged. If I were rapping about killing my own, I'm sure I can put up a plethora of videos, but unfortunately that's not what I talk about. So you guys got to understand, when you see me post educational data periodically, I'm on eggshells, because almost everything I post can't stay up for too long before it's taken down. So you have to understand, I have to have these long, extensive commercial breaks with booty and money to stay in the game. And then, and I love it. So don't get mad. I love it too. It's part of my world. However, I would have a larger amount of educational data put on my posts, or I would be posting more educational data by far, but it's under high scrutiny, everything that I freaking say. I don't use no vulgarity, still won't be a problem. So it is what it is. This is their stuff. You know, we're blessed to be able to connect with each other, and it comes with some fine print. It happens. It happens. But that's just to let you guys know. So those of you that keep complaining, oh, he changed, he acting like an agent, how much are they paying you not to tell the truth? You used to drop all this knowledge, da-da-da. You won't see me if I keep pushing the envelope that way. So for those of you that really care about the knowledge, go to brotherpolight.com, where I'm not restricted, at least for now. But you see, when it comes time to pay for education, then pay for the knowledge that you so do love, then it becomes a problem. But this is reciprocity. It is something that is mutually beneficial to both you and I. Like I got the 9 income stream program, 9 income streams. Society is not getting any easier. It's actually getting harder. It's hyperinflation. This means they're producing more money than makes sense in fair ratio to the value or the cost of living. So then what they do now is what's called food inflation, right? And what's food inflation? Food inflation is when you get a lesser quantity of food that costs more money. So the prices of food goes up, but the quantity of food goes down, and that's called food inflation, which means the same effect that you have, the same impact that gas prices raising has on you by the gallon when you're driving, it's the same impact that the food inflation has on you, which means overall the price of living is going up. And if the price of living is going up and they keep printing more money while giving you less but charging you more, hyperinflation, food inflation. This means that when you guys walk into your pension, it will be the dollar amount you plan on walking into, but by the time you retire 30, 40 years from now, it won't have the same value. So if you're looking forward to retiring into $200,000, your $200,000 may be only worth $120 by the time you get to it. And therefore, you'll be forced to continue working or just suffer, even though you've worked very diligently and pursuing the American dream and working for 30 plus years of your life. And then, you know, your lifetime expectancy is what? About 72 years old, you'll die. Average person's mortality rate. So let's think about it. So you buy a house and you get a mortgage. That means pledge or agreement till you die. Why? Because 30-year fixed rate mortgages is normally what the deal is. Most people don't get into their first home until they're about age 30, 35. So let's say you buy a home at the age of 35 and you get a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. The presumption is that you'll be paying this debt for at least 30 years. So you'll be 65 years old by the time you completely own your property, and you'll have 7 more years left before you die. So you pretty much pledged or made an agreement unto death that you will be in debt until you pretty much die. And that's presuming that everything is afloat and works accordingly, that you'll be able to pay this interest rate every 12 months continual for 30 years. So anyway, you have a mortgage, which means pledge or agreement till you die. And after you've worked for over 30 years and you retire around 65, 66, 67, it all comes around the same time. By the time you finally stop working and the time you finally paid off your mortgage, you'll be dead. How about that? Like, yo, this shit is crazy. So the 9 income stream program has been designed so that you can become a millionaire or something very close to that. Because I'm very technical and analytical. I'm very meticulous about my approach towards success. Even as far as what does it take to make $1 million? Well, you'll have to make about $2,739.73 a day for you to accumulate within a year $1,001.45. So the goal is to make sure that we can make $1 million, but we got to understand, what does it take? Then when we understand what does it take, how many streams of income can we create to achieve this goal, if not better? And if we come shy of the goal, will we still enjoy the extra $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000+? That's the goal. Okay? So now that we understand this, I created a 9-income stream program. Class starts this Saturday on the 15th. Go to brotherpolight.com. brotherpolight.com. Purchase your 9-income stream course. Never mind all them damn fake pages and all that. This is my only page. This is my only page. My only page. I don't want to even give those guys clout and time to chase. This is my only page. My only website is brotherpolight.com. Don't go nowhere that you haven't seen my lips tell you to go. I know you guys see 20, 30 freaking fake pages, and some of them are not even named after me, but it got all my babies' pictures and all that there. It's horrible. These people are wicked. They don't care whose lives they hurt. But that's what goes on during these trying times. People will rob, steal, kill, do whatever they got to do to survive. That's what they do. But what I'm telling you is, in this pandemic, right, be careful, because times are getting harder and harder. They're not lightening it up. It's not getting any easier. Every time we turn around, there's a new version to that thing out there. And this gives more reason and motive for people to not hire people, shorten hours, or lay you off, or not hire you at all. Okay? Making money by the day by taking the day trading course. You're going to learn day to day how to make that bread. But the 9-income stream course is designed to give you 9 different ways to make money off your phone within the confines of your household or in the park, wherever you like to go. It's designed to do this because knowledge is the disconnect to which end we are either struggling or we will succeed. We can't just be in survival mode. We can't just be making money in order to survive. It is an atrocity that people are still out here going to school just so they can get a job or an income. We should always have multiple streams of income. You should have 9 streams of income. And make sure while you take the course, you teach your children. Make sure while you take the course, you learn alongside your spouse. While you take the course, learn alongside your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Take the course. Make sure you learn alongside your mother or with your children. We don't have time to waste because things are getting exponentially harder by the day. This is not a doomsday video. This is just a fact. It's a reality. Things are getting very tough out here. Okay? And so, yes, the course costs money. It will cost more as we get closer to the date. Right now, the course is $150. Why? It's a $150 course that took the time out to strategically put forth information that I use personally and some extra information because I've learned a lot since the time I've become a millionaire. But it's very simple. If I find 9 different ways to make money off my phone, can I achieve $2,739.73 in a day? Every day. Yes, you can. And a lot of you will do more. You would exceed the expectation, but we have to have a marker. Like when we went to school, they said, hey, how much does it cost to live comfortably in America, comfortably in the UK, comfortably in Canada? We should have went to school and somebody should have gave us the layout. This is what you need to live comfortably. This is where poverty begins. $15,000 a year for an individual, $32,000 a year for a family of 4. Wealth begins at over $150,000 a year. Okay, give us some markers. Now, where do we live comfortably? And what does comfortably mean? Comfortably means what? Well, we should also understand the 50-30-20 principle. 50% of your money going towards obligation. 30% going towards miscellaneous, but that which you work for to keep your peace of mind, your sanity. Maybe I want to go to the movies. I need a car also to help me get to work, but maybe to drive around, do some recreation, because we just don't want to work and don't benefit from the money we're making. So 50% is obligation, 30% miscellaneous, but with semi-necessity, it varies. And then 20% goes into investing, savings, and debt. But debt, particularly in the case where it could raise your credit. So 20% of your money's there. So you should be breaking your money up, 50-30-20 principle. And then understanding in order to live comfortably, what is the maximum amount of money I should spend on my car, the maximum amount of money I should spend on my house. You see, this is how we need to understand what does it mean to live comfortably per my zip code, city, state, or whatever jurisdiction I'm in. Because now that I understand what it means to live comfortably, and I understand the 50-30-20 principle. My understanding of the 50-30-20 principle in retrospect to what it means to live comfortably as a person who has obtained some form of wealth, being over $150,000 a year. If I haven't achieved wealth, where's my comfort zone where I don't inadvertently sabotage myself because I haven't reconciled within myself that the type of debt I'm accumulating contradicts the lifestyle I'm pursuing. So we do it often. A lot of us buy what we could afford instead of what we need. If you just held out, you will buy a bunch of things that you don't need and be able to do it comfortably. But we have a tendency, once we get enough money, we buy the car that we can afford, not exactly the car that we want. So we force ourselves into a alleged or purported dream car, but it's only a purported dream car because that's the one that's within your price range. We never hold out because we don't believe we're actually going to be successful. So we don't hold out. When we do get the money, let me get the chain that's not idealistically the chain I always wanted, but at least I got a damn chain, goddammit. At least I got a nice car. It's a Benz. But maybe you never wanted that any damn way. Maybe you just got what you could afford because we have a tendency to buy what we can afford. Real talk. Real talk. And so this is what we're dealing with quite often. You see? And so we have an idiot. Wealth doesn't begin at over $150,000 a year. You probably, are you sitting here thinking, I make these numbers up? I don't. Are you sitting here thinking, I guess that it takes $2,739.73 to make $1,001.45 a year? This is what I'm talking about with the agent provocateur behavior that resides in the chat whenever it's time to educate your people. There's always people looking to defer our attention away from facts, actual numbers. But then if you go to these people's pages, all you see is knuckle dragging information. You know what the knuckle draggers are? The people who got bad posture and they just dragging their knuckles. And you know it's a direct correlation between bad posture and insanity because you never seen somebody shooting guns erect, back straight and everything. No. The demon time Negroes have bad posture because the spinal column is compromised. And if the spinal column is compromised, the flow of electricity from the brain to the rest of the body by way of the spinal column is compromised, which means you don't get everything you need. So therefore, it's a short circuit. The electricity going to the brain and the brain going to the spine is all compromised and therefore insanity. So you'll find people with bad posture. Bad posture is connected to inconsistencies in emotion, migraines, anger, and overall insanity in extreme cases. The Knuckledraggers. Real talk. Real talk. And so, what I'm saying is, and I use that person as an example. I should have made sure I got their name. So we can go and look on their page and see if they ever contribute anything to fallen humanity. Except for when I talk, then all of a sudden you're a contributor of making sure I don't contribute. This is what people do. Every time I go to these people's pages, I'm like, man, this person must also be in the fight and the struggle and fighting very hard to make sure that people are uplifted. No, there's always BS on their pages. They only become conscious after I talk. Oh, that's not true. How simple is that? I'm over here crunching numbers and breaking down science, and you just get to say, no, not true. That's all you get to do, and you have no body of work? This is what I'm talking about with our people. This is what I'm talking about. And so I like to use them as teaching moments so you can understand how life works, because when you get in circles and you start building, there will be people attempting to undermine what you say. Correct? They're knuckle draggers. That's what they are. The knuckle dragging Negroes. That's what we call them. The knuckle draggers. Their knuckles hit the damn ground. They may as well. These are the guys that carry themselves in a primitive fashion, that pride themselves in the destruction of their own people. I had a Negro the other day tell me, you know, the streets raised you in Brooklyn, but you don't go back to the streets. First of all, I get a lot of love from human beings that are from the streets. I don't get love from these streets. I get love from the people who walk the streets, right? And anyone would understand that you can outgrow certain relationships. The anticipation and the desire, the endeavor is that people will grow with you. But unfortunately, everyone grows at their own pace. We have our own alarm clock to become conscious. But I am not your alarm clock for you to become woke. But hopefully I can make enough noise so you can start moving around. See, I'm the Freddy Krueger of this goddamn conscious community. You know, Freddy Krueger used to make you not want to go to sleep. A lot of you guys are asleep. So my job is to make sure you're afraid to go to sleep again. When you wake up, once you woke, don't go back to sleep. That's my job. So I say all this to say that you must understand that when you're in different circles, each circle has an amount of information, but always limited. Every circle has different information that can be resourceful. When I'm looking to survive in the streets and I have no mother and no father available to me, and everybody's pretty much territorial, and I have to find out how to make some funds, a Harvard degree may not necessarily help me thrive in that particular environment. And so I give thanks and lots of praise to my brothers and sisters that helped raise me in the streets. I survived long enough to obtain enough information to realize I had to go outside of that community to access the new information that I was just being exposed to. And when I started to assimilate that new data, I would come back to the streets, as you say, and that data wasn't available amongst those people, and therefore it became not a lost cause, but I've met my maturation date for my relationships with people in that particular community. I'm not talking about race. I'm just talking about a group of people lacking a certain amount of information. And then I go, hey, I'm going over there because there's some more information available over there. Will you come with me? No. And that's people's responsibility, because your life is your responsibility, your ability to respond. That's your right. It's your divine right to go where you choose or go nowhere. So my divine right suggested to me that I need to get out the environment and go into the new environment, because that's where that information was. I became a better resource unto myself, and a resource that the members of my community that I've grown fond of could not appreciate. And that's their right, because we all grow at a different pace. And then eventually I outgrew the new circle I was with, as I started to tap into some more new information from another group, another community. So what do you suppose I did? I went into that group and into that community, always pursuing higher knowledge to be a greater resource to myself and my family. And so I outgrew the relationships of the people in the newly found community and circle I was in. And I asked, anybody want to roll with me over there? In this community, they called themselves the conscious community. I thought they would surely come. I thought many of them would come. I thought a lot more would come than the previous gangbanging community I come from. The same amount of people follow me. None. But all the while, as I become greater and greater, people from every community say, I owe them something. But I'm the one that rolled the dice on myself. I'm the one that guinea pigged myself. I'm the one that spent my own money on books. I'm the one that sacrificed not going to clubs so I could club now. I'm the one that fasted many days and many nights. Good thing, because the food that was available to me in those particular communities weren't the best. So now I eat at more than 5-star restaurants. I go to Dubai and I eat at 7, 8-star restaurants, 7, 8-star hotels. You think I'm making up these stories for those of you that don't travel and are pessimistic, but there's such a thing. I know we only know about 5 stars. And so I still strive to get into other circles that have more information. Not to be like the people in those circles, but just to obtain the knowledge that they have to make this existence easier to thrive in. And hopefully I can bring it back to people similar to me in places that I derive from, in hopes I can spark enough of their attention stimulate their interest so they can start taking the same long walk on a short path that I took. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all I'm talking about. I'm not no better than nobody. These is Rolls Royce diaries. I'm not better than you because I drive a $400,000 damn car that's a 10 of 10 in America. It's a hell of an argument, though. I don't feel like I'm better than nobody because of this. I don't. I just want to encourage brothers and sisters and non-blacks alike. I feel like we'll have less racism in the world if we was more educated. We have less drama, less crime. Everything would be lesser. All the oppression, the repression, the racial animus that's perpetrated against people would be a whole lot lesser if people were properly educated and way more cultured. The people just had a thorough knowledge of self. It would save us. You feel what I'm saying? But this is not going to be achieved if you don't understand your own self-importance. So we'll do it again. For those who came in kind of late. What is ego? According to the dictionary definition, what's ego? A personal sense of self-esteem or self-importance. So when they say you need to lower your ego, they're saying you need to lower your self-esteem or self-importance. Does that make sense? No, you need your ego to thrive in this world. So I got a huge ego because I got a huge sense of self-esteem and self-importance. So what? Find another word that makes sense because this one you've been using the wrong way. I think I know what you mean, but it has nothing to do with this word. You've been using it wrong. And I need to humble myself, huh? But to humble yourself, to be humble is having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. How can I be great if I have a low estimate of my own importance? I had to know how great I was. Otherwise, I would have never made it to the point where I'm at now. I would have never made it to where I'm at now if I had a lack of self-esteem, low self-esteem, a lack of a sense of self-importance. I would never know who or what I am. Never would. It would never work out. And I'm telling you all, things would never work out for you either if you allow people to dictate to you your drive. Words are a GPS to reality. If you're trying to do something, you're likely to fail. If you're presently doing it, you're en route to succeed. Because try intimates doubt. And if you have doubt, that's disrespectful to your God or to your ancestors or whoever you worship or connect with. Because for me to doubt is for me to say that existence was rigged and my ancestors or God or gods put me here to fail on purpose. And I refuse to come to those terms. Now, guess what? It might be true. But self-hypnotism is a very powerful thing, just like belief is a very powerful thing. People believe a lot of wacky stuff in the world of religion, so much so that they actually get themselves sick, get themselves possessed, speaking tongues, speaking languages they don't know or understand, whatever the sense that makes. But belief is very powerful. You know, it makes people who have no business breakdancing on the floor start breakdancing on the floor. Age 70, 80 years old. Who gives a damn? People who need hip replacements, doing all sorts of wild stuff in the church. The power of belief. But imagine if you believed in yourself. But still, a person could believe and still be 100% wrong. So when people say believe in yourself, I say, I've been around myself for 38 years. I have knowledge of self. I'm full aware of my capabilities. Because I don't try to do nothing no more. I just do. Every time I use the word try, I apologize. I take it out the sentence and I see the sentence is still functional. I'm trying to be great or I'm great. It's that I am principle. So we start off with belief, But after a while, once you've proven the point to yourself that you can rely on yourself, then you should no longer be in a state of belief. You should be in the know about yourself. So you should have knowledge of yourself, no longer believe in yourself. You should have a thorough knowledge of self and kind. And so, to ensure that this video doesn't get taken down, thank you. Let's have an intermission about some damn sneakers that has nothing to do with the community. So yeah, we never really bought this type of stuff. My wife, she used to have Jordans and stuff back in the day at school. I never really bought these stuff, but I just got my wife these things right here, and she's over there chilling. She got these. I thought these were fire. So I said, yo, we need some movie sneakers and stuff, because we be going to the movies looking like $1 million. And I'm like, this is not comfortable. Let's buy movie clothes. So today I said, we're going to buy some movie sneakers, and then we're going to buy some clothes that can go with our movie clothes. So we get dirty and get popcorn on us and butter and stuff. So I said, let's buy some mics. We don't be buying no damn mics. Let's buy some mics. So what y'all think? These are called 13s, right? These are 13s? Yeah, so we got the 13s. I'm just learning about this stuff at 38. Why not? Fire, though. I thought these were fire. I love this blue. Fire as fuck. Hey, okay, so tell me this. So I also got these. Hold that. I also got these real quick. I want to see what y'all feel about this real quick before we close out. Hey, they like it. Okay. Y'all rock with Yeezys? That's funny. My wife was saying today, you know what? We should get a pair of Yeezys and wear those for like the movies and stuff. So what y'all think about this? What's up, man?
I love you. Have the golden key. Do not move. Yo, I'm with Polight, brother Polight.
Hey, look at my man. The cleanest black man in America. Look at him.
I love you.
I saw your pops and everything, man. Beautiful, man.
Hey, King, be careful whenever you want to talk to pops about what I talked to you about in the past.
I already know. I know. I remember.
I love you, King.
And we gonna make this money.
Hey, y'all are so adorable.
Thank you. It's my brother, man. I love this
ride
brother.
or die. That is a queen. Oh my God.
That's
I love
Juan
you.
G, y'all.
I love you.
Everybody in the industry respects this man.
Hey, the Rose is insane.
Hey. His rolls is dope too.
Yeah.
He got the two-tone joints. Hey, me and him was out here coming up. Got our Rolls Royce around the same time and everything. Like, shit's crazy. He's a real good guy. His name is Juan G. You follow him on Instagram. He knows every damn body. Drake, everybody, man. Everybody knows him, man. Shit. That's one powerful Haitian brother. He go to Haiti and the military is there waiting for him when he lands. Hey, so what about this? These are Lebrons, the Throne, or something like that, called the Thrones. I don't wear sneakers unless I play ball, so I literally bought these to play ball. Hey, peace. Love y'all too, man.
Love you too.
We're gonna connect. So I bought these for my movie shoes, but no. I said, you know what, I should wear these for the gym so I don't scuff them up like that, because I wind up liking them. Because I typically, when I be seeing Lebrons, I don't be liking them that much, but these are crazy dope. They told me it's kind of exclusive. I don't know. But anyway, what y'all think? These are called the Thrones. So it's supposed to have some connection with Game of Thrones, but I never watched that either. I don't watch too much TV. I only watch like sports and stuff. But what do you think about these? These are called the Thrones. Oh, and the throne is literally on the shoe. And these are supposed to be Lebrons. But yo, it felt mad comfortable. So I was like, I'm buying these to play balling. And my wife was like, you gonna spend all that money to play basketball? I'm like, baby, $250 or $300, $400, whatever the hell this was, is not it don't have the same impact as it did before, but I want to buy something that someone who professionally plays wears with the hopes that it gives me the same security. And when I put my foot on it, the floor of the shoe felt so dynamic. I was like, yo, I feel like this is more conducive for my type of foot to play, because I'm pretty tall, you know. So, and I'm heavier than people would anticipate because my height accounts for a lot of my weight. So I was like, man, maybe these might be comfortable. I love Kyrie's the balling. But anyway, I bought these and I said, damn, these would be my movie shoes But let me play ball in them a couple times, and then I'm gonna hang it up and then go back to buying my Kyries to play ball. So how y'all like these? Get 2 pairs. Yep, word. So I don't wear sneakers, but these I liked. I said, yo, these shits look kind of dope, and it kind of remind me of some like African colors. So I was feeling that. So I don't know, but I thought these were pretty hard, man. These bronze. Shoe look fire. Alright, so I just copped these, yo. So good. People's in tune with what we on. Cause I know y'all, a lot of y'all know more about this, cause I really don't wear sneakers. So I was gonna put up a poll for the sneakerheads, cause I know y'all know what's going on out there. So when I don't know something, I ask questions. But I'm glad y'all feeling the vibes. But it do feel great on the inside.
Yeah, it's looked like a foam posit.
Yeah, it felt like foam posits back in the day, but even better security and more comfort, because the grooves that the flatter part of my foot goes through was like amazing. I'm like, okay, best Lebrons to ball and hands down. Okay, good looks.
Yeah, it says better on the arch
Wakanda
too.
vibes, you feel me? The thrones. So I'm glad. So it's a good vibe. And for those of you that's crying, oh, he's showing sneakers and white man, and sometimes let us vibe, because it's different people on the stream, and we all connect on different levels. And so other people are too good, like they're teachers, so they're too good to connect with you on a sneaker level. And these Negroes, they ain't really participate in society anyway. They only became popular when they started teaching some game or something. So they don't play basketball, they don't rap. And then when you start playing ball and rapping, they looking at you like, oh, what are you doing? But I was doing this stuff before I was teaching.
Right.
I was in the streets, getting it in. Those of you that watch me play ball, you can tell I ain't just start playing ball yesterday. People always look to critique something, but at the end of the day, you could clearly see, yo, I really play ball. Those of you listen to me rap, you could tell I ain't just start rapping. I literally had to have some background rapping back in the day or something. So anyway, brotherpolight.com. I'm glad y'all feeling the vibes on these, though. Glad y'all feeling the vibes. Glad you feeling the vibes, because I'm feeling the vibes, but I said I want to check in, tap in with the people, add this to the stream. Oh man, if I could show y'all the phone posits I got my daughter.
Ooh.
Those fire. I got her some dope joints too. But my daughter, she actually likes sneakers and stuff, so it's easier for her. I ain't a sneaker person unless I'm playing basketball. But I always had like those 13s, that style of Jordans. I like those, and I like the Bugs Bunny ones with the straps that go across each other. I always liked those when I was younger, like that. And I also like the patent leather ones. What's the number for the patent leather mics?
I like that.
I always like those shoes.
Yeah.
I like the white, black, and the translucent blue jelly at the bottom. Woo, fire! So I like them. I just never bought them. But these is one of my favorite ones. I like them.
So small, look how it fit in the camera.
I was about to cop the black and purple ones today for movie purposes, because I don't know how good these are to actually play in this day and time. I'm sure they're doing way better. They're using way better technology and concepts for sneakers. So I don't want to go back in time to play ball when I could use today's technology. So that's why I rock with the Kyrie so much. But these are fire. Which ones are the 11s? The 11s is the Bugs Bunny ones, or the 11s are the patent leather? Yeah, these fire though. I see there's a lot of sneakerheads up in there.
These.
I like the black and purple. They got those in
this.
black and purple, came out today, but they ain't have my size. I was gonna get those. Your favorites are the 3s? I'm gonna look up the 3s. This nigga is blocked Jordan. Who gives a F? This nigga. You see someone talking about blocking me because I'm showing Jordans. You see how silly people are? These are sneakers that I want to play basketball in or go out to the movies in. Why can't we just get what we like? Then when you buy something that has a black man's face to it, it's still a damn level of confusion. It's like, come on, man. Stop crying so much.
Right.
I don't really like red like that, but red and black 11s, 9s. I have kids, I don't give away my earnings. I hear that. I ain't mad at y'all. Patent leathers are 11s. I needed to know that. I like the 11s too.
Well, yeah,
so
like
now I got the, and what's the Bugs Bunnies? What numbers are those? Bugs Bunny, Jordan. Yeah, I love the Bugs Bunnies too. So I like the 13s. I like the 11s. Tell me what number is the Bugs Bunny ones, and then now I got my number straight. 9, 10, 12 are the best J's. Which one's Bugs Bunny though? Bugs is 4s? On God. The ones is the best. Pardon me.
Oh yeah, we had
The ones is, I'm bugging. I like the ones. I like almost every color they come up with those. The ones are mean.
Yeah.
What drop you in today? Oh man, Rolls Royce Diaries. I'm in the drop head. The 8s are the bugs. Thank you. So I like the ones, the 8s, the 11s, and 13s. This is the first time I actually keep up with the numbers. Bunny straps are the 8s. Yeah, I fuck with bugs. Those were just dope. Like, he was always ahead of the curve, man.
Right.
His sneakers always look better than all them other Nikes, man. Like, you have Uptowns, right, or Air Force Ones, but then you have those ones. Come on, the ones always beat those. The ones always look dope.
Yeah.
Yo, he's phenomenal.
We have those.
We may never. The only other sneakers I ever saw that can compete is when Anthony Hardaway came out, the 1 cent penny. When Penny Hardaway came out with them black and blue foam posits, I was like, yo, Mike got to run for his money. Because every hustler, everybody in the hood, if you was a real dude, you was copping them. And then that's when they was making them exclusive ones that cost $1,000. So back then, $1,000 for a shoe. And they only was selling it in like the hood spots. It was like, never could find it in actual Foot Locker or something. I'm like, yo, Penny Hardaway, he just effed up the game.
You ain't got all the colors.
Them black and blue pennies, and then the Tim Duncans that came out that was silver. See, I was wearing foam posits. Those are the ones I was wearing.
You got the silver, the
them
yellow.
shits.
Remember the bright yellow ones?
I used to mismatch my foam posits. I had so many colors.
Yeah.
Them foams was crazy.
You got some purple.
Foams definitely had me like, oh, Mike got to run for his money. If Penny's career would have lasted longer, man, it would have been crazy. And Tim Duncan, he's just not, his personality ain't out there. So his sneaker was fire, them black and silvers. But again, personality also.
What brown? What's that phone?
What's the Olympic Jordans? You got to let me know what that is so I can look it up. They asked me if I don't like the Olympic Jordans. I'm just really getting in tune with this stuff.
What was that when you had the chrome color, copper color? What were those?
Remember the 8s because of the aqua 8s. No Ewings? I didn't like that big doofy EWING all over the damn shoe. But they do got a pair of Ewings that was pretty dope. But I mean, cats wasn't getting love for wearing Ewings, you know what I mean? So I wanted to go where the love was at. So I was wearing Bugs Bunny shoes, but mine was Iceberg.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I was wearing Iceberg and Coogee. That's what I was wearing. Yeah, where the money's at. I was wearing the money shoes back then. My shoes was always like 1,000 or more.
Iceberg Slim.
Yeah, I was getting to the bag back then, as you would say. Olympic Jordans or the 7s. I'm gonna look up the 7s and come back to you on that. See what the 7s look like. But yeah, Rolls Royce Diaries, such a good vibe. It's good building with y'all. Sometimes we got to do it like that. Next time I'm gonna pull y'all in and let's just have a sneaker conversation and post it. Show some of y'all dopest shoes. I'm gonna do a post and tell you the time. And what we're gonna do, everybody show your favorite shoes. Whether it's red bottoms, whatever. It don't matter what kind of shoe, how expensive it is. Everybody just pull out their favorite shoe. And let's do a social media challenge and everybody pop out. Tell me why your shoe is the favorite. If it was like a special occasion or something. Wouldn't that be some dope shit? Like just to give social media a breather from following everybody little bullshit challenges and we do our own thing. Because everybody got favorite shoes that's in their house, either remind them of certain experiences or just the way it's designed. You know, we got shoes that we wish we could buy back that we can't find.
I know.
You feel me? So we should do that. I'm gonna do a post and set it for like Wednesday. Wednesday, I want everybody to have their favorite shoe out. And at 7 p.m., we just gonna go through our closet. Yo, that shit'd be hard. That'd be fire. And then everybody show me your favorite Mike. Show me how far back your shoe collection go. That'd be crazy. Man. I should ask some of my celeb friends get involved with that and have them come in and show their collection. That'd be, yeah. So let's do Wednesday shoe day. Let's do that. Let's pop out and show some shoes that's our favorite. Yeah, but you know, Rolls Royce Diaries, we don't play no games. You know we don't play no games. I'm in the Black Mobile. You know I'm in the Black Mobile. It's been a blessing to be back on here. Yeah. Hopefully the sneaker thing could allow me to stay on and they don't cut off my stream. Oh, that little intermission about the sneakers make them say, yeah, keep this man on there. He's pushing the agenda. So you stop cutting my stuff when I'm dropping knowledge. Double R so clean, so fresh and so clean. You know that. Watch this. Hey, you know we got the built-in chauffeur. We press that, and guess what happened? Boom. Hey, let's set it up though for Wednesday. Wednesday, everybody pull out your favorite shoes from back in the days, and we're gonna do it with shoes. Then we'll have a sweater day. Like, show me your favorite sweater, your low sweater, whatever. Yeah, but let's do that. Let's go Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I will do a flyer and come into the chat and put in a request. I want to see what your favorite shoes are. You know, show me your favorite joints, your favorite pumps, your favorite heels, your favorite boots, whatever you got. Go as far back as you could go back or as recent. Because I got some shit that's recent that I'm feeling. Like, I got some stuff. I got some shoes, goddamn it. You're going to be like, yo, I'm going to pull out some boxes. But I want to see your collection. Polight, you the new fad. Y'all funny. Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn. Hey, blessings in abundance. I told you I had a great time. This is great for the soul. I feel the energy of all of y'all here. Real talk. You said after Patrick Ewins, yo, pull up on Wednesday and let's do it. I'm going to put up a flyer and tell everybody, come here. And all we want to do is build about our favorite shoes, and I want to see them. I don't care if the shit is damaged. Of course, you get more props if you still kept them mint somehow. But everybody pull up, man. Pull up and show me some of your favorite joints. Yeah, I'm going to holler at Jim Jones because that nigga got mad shoes. Let me see if he don't pull up and show us some of his collection, because that nigga be into sneakers, man. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. Let's do it. Y'all don't make me, I got some J Balvin mics too. I got some stuff. I just don't wear them. Come think about it. I got some J Balvin, Michael Jordan connection joints. I don't know where those at, but they somewhere. You know what I mean? They somewhere. I'm gonna find them. I don't care if it's damaged. We're going to get it in. Blessings in abundance. Love you all. brotherpolight.com. 9 income stream courses. Make it happen. Peace.